Hello everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Happy Friday to you all. I have some exciting news from Diamond Dies, something I want to share with you guys. But before I get to my exciting news, let me just remind you guys we're still having our monthly Make It with Diamond Dies giveaway. Also, in my description box, I will have a link to the store, to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page, as well as several different links of mine, to my blog, to my Facebook. I have not done my blog in a few weeks. I'm going to say I'm running a little behind, but I do have a blog in case you are interested, and I shall be posting to it very soon. Now, I'm super excited about these word dies, guys, because although my die collection is growing quite nicely, especially thanks to Diamond DIemond DIe, word dies are not what I have a lot of. I have a few holidays, a few birthdays, and I love them. I love the word dies. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. Diamond Dies has released a word die set. It's called the Word Set #1, and it is part of the package that was just released. It's just these particular word dies just took a little bit longer to get out the manufacturing warehouse. So we finally did get them, and I want to share that with you. But before I do that, I just want to remind you guys that Diamond Dies has their monthly Make It with Diamond Dies giveaway that you guys can still participate in. Basically, what you want to do is create a project using any of the Diamond Die dies, and on my sign is several of their dies that they have available for purchasing. Also, you can post a picture of your project that you created either on Facebook, or you can make a video on YouTube and just message them on YouTube that you did create something. All they ask, all Diamond Dies ask, is that the projects be new so that it's fair to everyone. And then at the end of the month, a lucky winner will be announced. So let me share with you those words. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you something. Not too long ago, I was thinking about doing a little project, and I was going through my die stash, and I had remembered um, that I had purchased a word die set from Spellbinders. Um, I will find a purpose for this. I'm not saying that I hate them, but I kind of got a little duped, I felt, when I received them, because this was the set that I had purchased from Spellbinders, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick up on that, but I colored them in with these gel pens that my dear sweet friend Becky has sent me. There were some Sakura gel pens that were metallic, and I don't know if you can see this, but it's also it's like it's recess embossed. It's embossed, but it's the opposite of the emboss, which is like a recess. It's sunk in, and they were nice enough, but when I purchased them, this was not what I wanted. What I wanted was these. I wanted something that totally cuts it out. I'm sure I'll find use for this. I have used it once, but this is really what I was looking for. So I am super happy and ecstatic that Diamond Dies has their first word set. And just to share with you those words, this is what they look like when they cut out. I love them. I love the font. I love the ease of cutting and taking these little pieces out. I mean, it just cut like pure butter. I love the words. I love that they're small enough and large enough for any project, for cards, for ATCs, for journal cards, for altered projects, for layouts. It doesn't matter. They're just perfect. And Dee, you did a really, really great job with that die set. I loved it. So as soon as I got the word dies, and I kid you not, I have had these word dies on my wish list for 2 years. I didn't have any. any at all. And so as soon as they came in, the first thing I wanted to do was play, play, play. And before I share what I did, this is what they look like. This is how they're going to be shipped to you. Now, I decided to keep mine intact only because I tend to lose everything. I do. I am horrible with that. So this is what they look like. And I decided I'm going to keep them attached only because I can always cut strips of papers and cut out the word that I want, because they're nice and big enough that they allow enough room in between each one if I leave it whole. But you can certainly cut them apart. I'm sure you're not as klutzy or um, as forgetful as I am. I don't know. I just don't have luck sometimes. But yeah, that's what they look like. And this is what they look like cut out. I am so in love. I really am. I'm like so super ecstatic. So imagine when they came in, the first thing I wanted to do was make something real quick, just so that you can share it with your friends on YouTube and they can see how awesome these dies are. Now, I've been watching Cindy for Kiddos for quite some time. I love her journal cards. Another one I love is Nicole, the creator of My Style Stamps. She makes the most awesome Project Life journal cards. So I decided I'm not doing Project Life just yet, but I do want to start making the cards. So I decided to just make some really, really quick cards here, guys, just to give you an idea of what these words look like, plus to give me a little practice, sort of get my feet wet, because I'm going to start making these probably come January after the holidays, because I just have way too much stuff that I'm doing right now. Oh, and I have a big glue string right here. I did not see that. I am so sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Yes, so like I was saying, I really, really do want to start making these journal cards. I think they'll go great with my layouts. Also, at some point, I am planning to buy the page protectors and just kind of incorporate them with my layouts. For instance, I can have a layout on one side and then the page with the Project Lifestyle pages on the other side with the extra photos. Instead of making a double page layout, I'll make a Project Life on one side and the full layout on the other. And I really think that's what I'm gonna do. So thinking about that, I decided to create some journal cards just to, like I said, just for practice purposes. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Just wanted to share something really quick that you can make using these word dies. And so my journal cards are 3x4. I went into my stash of scraps. So these are definitely not gonna go with another paper collection. These are total scraps. Another thing I wanted to do is I want to try using a lot of my older embellishments that I don't quite use that often anymore. And I need to get rid of some of this stuff and start making some progress with the use of these supplies. So I thought this was an excellent way to do that. Where's my variety? I first cut out the card, which was the pattern paper, 3x4, and then I just went tiny bit smaller than that, and I don't know if this was quite 2 3/4. It might have been by 3 3/4, but it might have been a little bit over that. Then I added some eyelets to the corners. As you can see there, they're almost the same color. My hands are so messy, guys. I've been working and filming and working and filming, so I do apologize for my fingers. So they're like the color of the paper. I used one of my old Bow Bunny rub-ons that I have not used in quite some time. I distressed everything with black. Here I used one of the DIemond DIes, a fishtail banner nesting set dies. Here's the word die, and I did that in black. And then here's a dragonfly, and this is another die of DIemond DIes. and I cut that out of pattern paper and then just distressed it with black soot. And then here I added 3 little flowers that I created using my Diamond Die's mini must-have, the realistic rose one, and that's the teeny tiny one. And here's some more of those rub-ons. So that's what that card looks like there. Then, mimicking the papers and the supplies from the first card, I created another journal card, again using the same fishtail banner, only this time on the banner I put some stickles. I don't know if you guys can see all the stickles. And I also put stickles on my flower. Underneath my little flowers that I made, I have these little leaves here. That was given to me, and a glue string, another one. So sorry, guys. Those leaves were actually a paper punch, and that was just sent to me by my dear, or gifted to me rather, by my dear sweet friend Becky, who's Aunt Beck's Creations here on YouTube. Yep. She sent me a bunch, and I'm in love with them, and I am using them. Oh, I have another glue string here. I am so sorry, guys. I did not see that. So then I added these teeny tiny breads that I have so much of. Now, they were orange, but I don't know. I just didn't like them orange, so I took my black Sharpie marker and kind of colored them in black. Another one of those Diamond Die's dragonfly, and my little flower cluster. So nice little journal card, sweet, simple, to the point. Again, you just using paper scraps. I just went into my scraps stash and started playing. And then I created another one, a little less bold colors, more softer, a little bit more shabby chic. And this one says create. Again, using leftover papers. This time I added the word create, also in black. I used my Diamond Die's Labels 1 nesting die set, my Diamond Die's Nature's Flourish die, and the mini must-have butterflies. I added some bling and some little flat back pearls to that. And I did distress everything with vintage photo and black soot. And here I did the same thing. Vintage photo and black soot is what I use to distress everything. Again, the Labels 1 nesting die set. This, however, is the small monarch butterfly, one of my favorites. And I did layer them. I cut that out of green cardstock. I added some pearls to the corner. I added some bling. I have this circle bling that I decided to place there. And then I just cut out this little piece right here. Here I have another one of those Bow Buddy rub-ons. And again, I distressed everything with vintage photo and black soot. On the opposite, or the bottom side of this, I cut off the corners using my EK Success corner punch, or corner rounder punch. So let me tell you why I am going to start making these journal cards. Excuse me, guys. I am really coming down with something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's allergies or the heat or what, but my throat is so very dry. So I started making these journal cards, and then I said to myself, well, Laura, what happens if you start making all these wonderful journal cards and you really don't kind of take that project life or using them in your lives as well as you thought you were going to, which I've done. I've started things and then put them down for a little bit and then revisited them because I thought I would enjoy it a lot more. And after doing 4 or 5 of them, I realized, hey, I'm not really as into this as I thought I was. So keeping that in mind and not trying to waste any time or products, I started looking at the size that I chose for these journal cards, which were 3 by 4. And the more that I looked at them, the more that I liked them. And if you have not heard this from me before, you're hearing it now again. I am horrible at making cards. That I find it, I struggle with it. I do not know why. Cards that don't have like an image, or is not centered around an image, or it's not some type of scene card. I do not know why I have issues trying to create cards like that. And I really do struggle with that, guys. I mean, you really have to see me. It's horrible. So when I started making these journal cards, I said to myself, if I don't use them, like for project, like for something, what else could I use it for? So I took a piece of white cardstock, A2 size, just to be silly. This is one of the papers that I was getting ready for a card I was about to make. And guys, if you like have a little stash of these, I was just thinking, how I'm always trying to get a card at the last minute, but look at how awesome. Well, first of all, you can just take it, put it dead in the center, add some laces, some trim, blah, blah, blah. That's the one where it was punched out. Or I could just add another piece of cardstock, maybe in black or any of the colors that are in this journal card, and I would have an instant card. And it could be a note card. It doesn't have to be meaning a general card. It doesn't have to be a birthday card, an anniversary card. Just a card I want to send to someone, telling them I'm thinking about them or whatever. Just some note cards. Or you can also, oh, I'm sorry, I have this upside down. You can definitely have a smaller card, and then I would just trim this all off, and the card can open this way, or you can put it this way, and then trim that and that off, and have a card that flips that way, and you have an instant card. I don't know about you guys, but I always find myself, as many cards as I make, I always say to myself, oh my gosh, I wish I had a card for that occasion. Or all of a sudden, at the last minute, I decided to send someone something, but don't want to send it without a card. Well, here you go. Instant cards. And like I said, it may not be an A2 size card, but you can make it into one if you wanted to. You can add on top of this. I actually, I'm going to be quite honest. I actually find this size my favorite. I can see me definitely using this as a card, trimming this off, and utilizing it as a quick little note card, which I might have a lot more fun making. So I have to be careful, because the eye on the prize, Laura, it is supposed to be about the journal cards. So that's my little share for today. Like I said, if you start making those awesome journal cards, even the 4x4s, mine are 3x4s, and you start just creating them and making them and putting them aside. Remember, these are awesome card toppers. Great to make a quick, nice little note card for a friend. Besides using them for what they were intended. You know me, guys. I'm always trying to put a spin on something and find more ways to use things than what they were meant for. So go on over to Diamond Dies. Check out these awesome new word dies. I am going to have so much fun making those project lifestyle type journal cards. I can't wait, but I have too many little Christmas cards I need to get out first. Oh, there's an idea. I can make Christmas ones next. Yay. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a most blessed weekend. I will be sharing a few more videos with you guys throughout the weekend. So until then, I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.